And welcome inside Grand Sports Arena here in Hammond Estates, Illinois. I'm Tanner White, often known as the voice of Zoo City FC. Today, I've been specializing in just a little bit of everything, majoring in the minors, but the important one, the match right in front of us right now, Summit City United and PAO Chicago. PAO Chicago at home. They come in 0-3 overall, 0-1 at home, and 0-2 on the road, with a -19 goal differential, but a huge opportunity in front of them today. Summit City United 2-0 overall. That has them tied with the Chicago Mustangs up atop the standings in WMLIS. Summit City 17 goals for, just 8 goals against. A sparkling 9-goal for differential so far through just 2 matches. 8-4 win at Summit City for the inaugural match of WMLIS for Summit City. Then 9-4 versus PAO, their first time. That was back on 1/25, January the 25th. Summit City's leading scorer comes in Layla Motahedi. 5 goals to her credit. That's tied for second in WMLIS with Zoo City FC's Susana Paula Roberts. Summit City was also the first team, PAO was the first team in the league to have 2 players record a hat trick in a single match. That was back on the Mustangs match that was 19-9. They did lose that game, but Julia Peterson as well as Christina Kosachevsky versus the Mustangs, both netting hat tricks in that one. Kosachevsky, Julia Peterson, and Janine Valeria come in with the leading goal-scoring tallies among field players for PAO with 4 apiece here in the early going. Nova Roethlisberger is going to be in goal for PAO Chicago. And they do not list a backup keeper for today, so presumably it's going to be Roethlisberger just about all the way. It's Ben J. Arballo, who has dabbled a little bit as their backup keeper. And it'll be Roethlisberger just seemingly the entire way today. Caitlin Gasper will be in goal for Summit City. Their starting lineup goes Eliana Summer, Natalie Zimmerman, Jennifer Reyes, Kim Ortega, and Layla Motahedi, the aforementioned. Then for PAO, you've got Julia Peterson, Devlin Jeter, Christina Kosachevsky, Maria Schmidt, and Carolina Riesness, again with Nova Roethlisberger in goal. We're just about ready to kick this thing off here from Grand Sports Arena in Hammond Estates, Illinois. Tanner White bringing you WMLIS action in Hammond Estates, Illinois. Very first possession, it's a slow little worm burner, and it's gathered up that shot to Julia Peterson. And the first save for Caitlin Gasper in goal. First couple of matches, it was Carmen Swigard in goal starting for Summit City. Now that torch is going to be passed, at least for today, to Caitlin Gasper. And she is tasked with stopping the PAO charge. Again, 9 goals in that Mustangs match that was 19-9 back on the 25th. Here's a shot from long range. Save, Gasper. First 2 possessions going to wind up with shots on both of them for Julia Peterson, both on goal. This should be last touched by Christina Kosachevsky. She's worn 3, 5. Now she'll be wearing 17, and crucially, she'll be wearing that yellow captain's armband for PAO. This is Devlin Jeter to take this set piece, and it's collected by Gasper with no issues. Nova Roethlisberger, will she be tested on this very first possession? We'll find out. Collecting the wall ball. Roethlisberger comes up firing. This won't help to clear it. Summit's going to remain down there. There's a shot deflected from Roethlisberger. Survives a first attack. After this ball is up to the net, Summit's going to keep it down in that attacking end. Clock shows 1 minute and 33 seconds in. You've got options on the set piece. Pull up and shoot this thing. Instead, they'll elect to pass it. Cleared out by Devlin Jeter. A shot or a failed cross pulled wide, either way. Julia Peterson trying to pester. Peterson, good takeaway. Use your body to shield off the defender. Now Kosachevsky. Roethlisberger watching this. Scoops it up. Oh, pressured. Dangerous. Staring down. I believe that's 3 for Summit. Roethlisberger again going to stop this one harmlessly. Oh, and a blue card. Too many players is whistled on the substitution. Now, they should have the opportunity to choose who they want to serve this. Coming off for Summit was Kim Ortega. Excuse me, that was just in the substitution. It's going to be Kosachevsky to serve that blue card, however, so she'll pick up the 2 penalty minutes for PAO. Power play, Summit City. Coach Dionysius Chronopoulos for PAO. He's arguing that shot, or perhaps very long pass from the goalkeeper, Gasper, went a little bit too high up into the netting. No luck, and that's going to make it a more difficult kill for PAO. What a save, Roethlisberger. Stood calm under fire. Nova Roethlisberger. No help, no backup keeper listed, and nobody really cares. All they want to know, what have you done for me lately in goal? Great setup, Mona Haiti, kaboom. Goal netted at 11:50 here in the first quarter. It was Summer on the assist as well. 1-0, first score, Summit City. PAO looking to shake it off. They come in 0-3, yes, but the opportunities in front of them with each and every match in just the 6-match regular season, you can't be ignored. Great ball, blocked by Gasper as she saw it developing, but PAO had a chance. Zoe Swift will be wearing 9 today for PAO. She was the one who would have had a chance to finish. Summit to make a run. Swift now breaks this up. Little push, it wasn't much, but it looks like even just that much contact is going to be whistled. Foul goes on Summit's Carly Harkness. After the foul, Roethlisberger got plenty of time to survey. She's moving it over to 3, Chloe Karagianis. All up and over everything. The ball disappears. They got to snag a ball from right near me. I'm going to make a play on one of these at some point. I promise on that. I'm going to give it my best, Odell Beckham. Coach Chronopoulos is calling for Veronica Davila right here to shoot this thing. He says, shoot it, on target. Real simple message. Davila approaches, shot, kaboom! Coach called for it. Davila delivers. And now he's going to go back to his first line as the score is even 1 apiece. That's 10:50 here in the first quarter. Veronica Davila. Summit kicks off. Ooh, and PAO is kind of in the middle of considering a substitution. And they had Davila herself, the goal scorer, flip around. Speaking of flip, Roethlisberger ate that one, keeps it clean. Julia Peterson tries to run down this long ball. Peterson still working it. 11, Alexa Karagianis with a couple of touches for PAO. Karagianis pinned to the wall. See what she can make happen, even with the double. Coach Chronopoulos on that last contact wants the foul, maybe, no luck. Davila is going to go pass back all the way for Roethlisberger. 1 goal apiece. We head towards the 10-minute mark here, first period. '15 Jordan Webb breaks this up. Alexa Karagianis. And now PAO can look to make a run. They got their eyes forward. They've got Peterson. She had a step. And then the ball just a hair too long. Kosachevsky, a header to keep it in the attacking end. She's going to pressure big time. They go back to the keeper, Gasper. Summit City now with the numbers again. Oh, so close. That last touch just a tad too strong. 22, Julian Chupp. Chupp nearly forced another turnover in the defensive end. That's exactly what PAO didn't need. 43 goals allowed for PAO. That's the most in the WMLIS so far, rather. Deflected off of Chupp. And I think Chupp just called for a substitution, and she's going to get it as well. Natalie Zimmerman, 9 for Summit, comes on. Along with Alina Garcia, wearing 20. PAO in the home greens. And they slice a good-looking set piece. I think they just called Kosachevsky for a foul. Didn't see much to it. But somebody clearly denoted something on 17, Kosachevsky. And now you're going to have the 3-line pass rule. It crops up but once to twice a match, and there are plenty of times where they're willing to play on with it. It is whistled right here. PAO with options on what they want to do after the 3-line pass rule is whistled. They've got Jordan Webb from that yellow line. And blocked. Eliana Summer, no stranger to those. She's going to stay with it, force another shot. That's blocked again off a couple of volleys. Gasper. And guess who again? Webb with a takeaway. Kosachevsky. Great touches all around. Kosachevsky runs down the cross. She gets another chip on this, does Kosachevsky. Summit spending maybe a little bit too much time in their own end. Now it looks like they're going to have a one-on-one. Roethlisberger gets big. The shot, the save, and a rebound. Put it right back. Well, well, well. A chaotic little sequence. Roethlisberger got the first save. Then on the follow, no more luck. That's Alyssa Weissman. And the timeout is called. 7:56 mark here, the first quarter, 2-1 as the media timeout takes effect. Summit City 2-1 here in the early part of the period. Elise Weissman as well as Eliana Summer. Those are your two captains for Summit City. And again, PAO's captain with that yellow armband denoting it, Christina Kosachevsky. PAO 0-3 heading in. This is their second time out in this building, and they took on the #1 ranked team in WMLIS, those Chicago Mustangs. That was an unenviable task for their first match out. That was the 19-9 match. PAO played their tightest match so far with Zoo City. That one was here, also at home, Grand Sports Arena. It was a 15-11 contest. They're probably still thinking about that match, saying, ooh, there were ways that we could have won it. They had very balanced scoring in that match, did PAO. You had 2 hat tricks. Rather, that was the Summit City match in which they had 2 hat tricks, the first one. As we come out of the timeout, PAO ready to take this kickoff. Nova Roethlisberger trotting back to goal. Made one fantastic save, but the rebound just squirted right back to Weissman. And it's something of a putback dunk. Zoe Swift on that circle. Devlin Jeter handles now. Jeter pressured by 3. Layla Motahedi. Haven't seen a lot of Motahedi on the attacking end yet. May have spoken into existence. Motahedi on Jeter. Lays it up ahead. Ortega, shot, pulled it high. Kim Ortega, no dice. Jeter up for Swift. Swift with some fancy feet. She's going to give it away, though. Reyes will now be looking to pester. Reyes in the face of Davila. Davila, great wall ball. Davila hits it ahead. Swift gets out and runs. Gasper wasting no effort and no time falling on that. Patience from PAO here. Jeter was towing that midline. Now she'll take it across. Jeter sliced it. And a follow. Oh, it was a challenge of challenges. Jeter again. Up and over everything. That thing must have found a seam in the net because I think it ended up on a practice field back there. Just a bit too high. Gasper to bowl this thing back in. Zoe Swift maintains it in the attacking end. Swift's pass just mistouched. Ortega gets a takeaway. You had 4-on-2, and yet Summit was totally undeterred. They kept pushing it. Ortega is calling for a substitution. You got 3 coming off for Summit. You're going to need 3 coming on. Finally, now they do get it. Motahedi probably thinking of shooting this. A dangerous striker. Kaboom! Low, right, Motahedi. You can put it on the board. Make it 3-1. Summit leads. Layla Motahedi should now move into sole possession of second place in WMLIS on that goal scorer leaderboard. She'll have 6 of them. Everybody is chasing Stephanie Nunez of the Mustangs with 8 through just 2 matches. And Nunez, as it were, has a WMLIS record for single game goals so far with 5. Davila, good recovery. Often in this situation, early on, PAO has been forced to pass back to Roethlisberger. Summit with what maybe feels like 1 total pass back to Gasper so far. They've spent a whole lot of time attacking, and their time of possession stat would be fabulous as well. Jeter gets a piece of this, directs it to Swift. Swift, again, up and over everything. A souvenir. That ball works its way back. Good teamwork from everybody in the crowd. If Swift can split these 2 defenders as she'll go down, you thought maybe we'd see a whistle, even possibly the first blue. But Swift could have been in a very much one-on-one situation. It's exactly the role that you've seen Swift in. Just exploding, running down certain long balls. She'll have a chance to do one here. Continuing to pressure. That never came off of Gasper, but it feels like it could have. And then a dangerous ricochet could have been coming. Shot a little wide, cleaned up, and put it back. Veronica Davila, give her both of the PAO scores. Davila 4:32 of the first quarter. Davila from Swift, 4:32. A 1-goal match right now at 3-2 Summit. Roethlisberger right away is going to be challenged. Look at the speed. You just saw Carly Harkness hit the jets. Peterson's got a step of her own. Now she'll have to slow it down in the furthest corner. Juggles all around from PAO, but they stay in the attacking end. That's their focus. A little bit of miscommunication maybe. Kosachevsky drifting to her left and the pass a bit off to her right. Peterson, hero ball to keep it down there, plus she was decked. This is off the back of Summer. Kosachevsky in a wrestling match. Kayla Runkowski laid out, and I imagine Runkowski is going to be the one whistled on the foul. Gasper off the head of Peterson. First scorer in this one was Veronica Davila. Summit's had 2 of the last 3. Motahedi, Weissman, Motahedi again. Emily Myers, her pass is intercepted, and what a block. Absolutely huge time to have that for Summit from Runkowski. Shot from long range on a couple of hops. It's broken up. Runkowski as the on-ball defender. What a fabulous sequence. Motahedi could be danger. Wide. Motahedi not going to miss many of those. And will probably have more opportunities for it. That's just what you've seen out of her. Really every minute she's been on the field. It is impactful. Veronica Davila, Layla Motahedi, they've got 2 scores apiece. And again, the one other score was Elise Weissman. PAO attacking. Kosachevsky gets doubled. Had a smooth little wall ball. It almost could have come back out to her on a ricochet. A shot from forever, a little wide. Kosachevsky keeps it down there. She's tripped up. And I just heard Coach Chronopoulos say, how's that not tripping as well? You got 1:38 seconds here for the first quarter. A great wall ball. Ortega wanted a cross for Reyes. Rather, Motahedi wanted the cross, and then her shot is blocked. Motahedi runs it down again. Wall ball, Reyes, save! That's denied by Roethlisberger, and then a cross broken up. Reyes blocked. PAO needs to catch their breath a moment. They're thinking, can we slow this down? Can we hold possession for a moment? Yet still they might be able to push this thing with Peterson and get a scoring chance. If this could be a clean pickpocket from Kosachevsky, it would help to do exactly that. They have now been able to catch their breath a moment. And they sub on Bree Sanchez. This is blocked. Might be split between Runkowski and Reyes possibly. Good slide tackle from Reyes too, clean. Now 15 seconds for quarter number 1. Motahedi with under 10 to go has Reyes as a running mate. Will Summa be able to launch one? Looks like time will run out. And that's the first quarter. 5 shots apiece, 3-2. Both keepers, well, they were going to be tested coming into this one. Maybe not to this degree, though. That is a far cry in the scoring from probably what Summit City expected, knowing that PAO had come in, giving up the most goals in the WMLIS. They had the worst goal differential coming in. PAO playing a little inspired here at home. The first score was Layla Motahedi. That was at the 4:08 mark. Davila would score, even it up with PAO. Veronica Davila's first, then Elise Weissman and Layla Motahedi back-to-backs in the manner of a minute and 35 seconds. And the final score of that period was at the 10:26 mark. Veronica Davila for her second. We just had some quarter totals update, and we've now got 6 shots apiece credited to each side. Christina Kosachevsky was the one to serve the 2 penalty minutes for the blue card that came out for too many players. We've seen a couple of teams burned in their substitutions. Just maybe somebody came off a little bit too slow, whether that's a fatigue issue or what have you. Nobody with more than 2 shots so far. You have 3 saves for Nova Roethlisberger in goal, and for Caitlin Gasper, 3 saves as well. Coach Chronopoulos' squad at PAO still looking for their first win. It is an encouraging first quarter in a whole lot of different ways. Truly, it is. They're going to be on the road at Zoo City in just about 6 days from now. That's going to be 7:30 p.m. Eastern this coming Saturday, March 1st. Back at Soccer Zone in Portage, Michigan, that is. PAO will also be the first one to finish up their regular season. Sort of an interesting scheduling wrinkle. They're going to play their last match Sunday, March 16th at home versus the Mustangs. That'll be, of course, in this very building. Ready to come out of the quarter break. 15 more until the half. What do you say?
50 seconds.
PAO had only assisted on 5 of 24 goals coming in through their 3 matches. That was 20.8%. Like you might imagine, that was the lowest percentage in the WMLIS to this point in the season. Maria Schmidt was their only player with 2 assists. However, in the early going of the season, those 2 assists are tied for most in the league. PAO also has 10 different goal scorers for the season. On the Summit side, they have 9, and that's on a 17-goal output, so certainly just about as balanced as you could ask for. Beyond Motahedi, we have seen that that is the top attacking option. About to come out of the quarter break. 3-2. Tanner White, again, typically known as the voice of Zoo City FC, but dabbling in a whole bunch of other stuff. Bree Sanchez ready to kick this off. Whistle, and here comes PAO. Sanchez sizing up Eliana Summer. Sanchez shot blocked off of Summer. Runs it down, left corner, a little high. The header maybe from Swift. That could have been spectacular. Now a quick pass back for Roethlisberger. Launched over the heads of everybody. Swift off a wall. Sanchez could have been the next one to clean it up as well. Will this get up and over the wall? It will not. 5, Carol Riesness runs it down. Riesness up ahead for Devlin Jeter. Crossfield now. Riesness gets blown by a little bit. Turning on the Jets and make it 2. Weissman exploded. The fastest of fast breaks. Weissman at the 13:57 mark. That's her second. PAO being doubled up right now. No reason to panic because truly it was such an encouraging first quarter. Arguably the best quarter that they've played. Bree Sanchez. She'll launch a little softly, didn't quite get a hold of it. And it's stopped with no issue by Gasper. Bree Sanchez in the little shoving match. Shot way wide, perhaps a pass. Roethlisberger's energy, though, in cage has changed a little bit here in the second quarter already. Saw 6 shots on goal against, though, for that first period. That is in line with the kind of volume that she's had. She has been one of the most under fire keepers. Shot blocked. Jeter. Veronica Davila with all the patience in the world. Dekes one. Now will Davila launch from outer space here? She had all the time in the world to survey. Goes to the right flank to Swift. Swift is pestering. And now Summer able to clear this away. Here's Emily Myers. That's chipped. Roethlisberger went sprawling out. And a tough block shot. Natalie Zimmerman carries it all the way up. And a seeing eye single scores. I mean, Zimmerman had time to watch that thing on the ground for a while. Worm burner, Roethlisberger lays out, and just below her bottom left. 5-2 Summit. Their 3 scores to the good. .11:46 mark here, second period. Emily Myers, she's looking to put up another one right away. A rebound could be dangerous. Now stuffed, Roethlisberger. Myers works through all of the PAO attackers. Another pass back for Gasper, and they play patty cake. PAO's going to pick up a score. Hot potato, call it what you will, your favorite childhood game. Alejandro Alonso is going to be the beneficiary, and that'll be a goal for her unassisted. Well, 11:14 of the period, but of course, take them any way that you can. Alonso is absolutely saying thank you right now. All right. 5-3, Summit still leading. And PAO has not had the lead so far. You've had just the one tie that was back at 1-1. Eventful to say the least. Layla Motahedi, Elisa Weissman, they've got 2 scores apiece, and Natalie Zimmerman just had the last one for Summit. You got 2 for Veronica Davila, and that last score that you just saw, Alejandra Alonso. Nova Roethlisberger in goal. Just the 3 saves on 8 shots on goal against. Those may start piling up quickly, though, with the way that Summit is just blitzing. And Caitlin Gasper, 4 saves to her credit as well. You presume both of these keepers have at least 60 minutes that they're going to be called on for. To our knowledge, checking the game sheets, it doesn't appear that Summit lists a reserve keeper either. Again, they had started the season with Carmen Swigard in goal, primarily, and especially as a starter. Swigard put together some really solid numbers. Against Sioux City, Swigard saved 5 of 7 as she played the first half. That was the inaugural match. Off of the kickoff, 5-3, Summit leading over PAO. Again, Summit City has not trailed in this one. You had 1 tie. That was at 1-1. A little push foul. Going to be called on the goal scorer, Alonso. Oh, a shot, the deflection. And you may have to credit that to the attacker. I think that's what we're going to go with for now, Kaylee Harkness. But sort of the own goal. We saw one earlier if you were watching the men's match between the Omaha Kings and PAO. But very similar looking here. It glanced off of Alexa Karagianis into goal. 6-3. In my mind, I would do everything in my credit, were I an official scorekeeper, to credit that one to the attacking player. I think that's what you're going to get with Harkness. Gasper takes the flop. PAO being doubled up for the second time. You had 4-2 and now 6-3. Shot! And somehow, up and over the shoulder, Motahedi gave her another one. That's a hat trick. And if the math serves, that's less than 20 minutes in. Layla Motahedi, knock it off. 3 for Motahedi, 2 for Weissman, 1 for Zimmerman. Yeah, it's been a, and then of course the own goal-ish that we're still crediting to Harkness. This has been the formula. Let Motahedi explode and get solid contributions everywhere else. Zimmerman along the boards, wanted Reyes to help her out. This will help. That looks like he was last touched by PAO. 7-3 as we're 5 minutes in to quarter number 2. Kosachevsky from the midfield. She's going to have to drop back. Defends Zimmerman now. Clean takeaway. Will she go pass back? In danger of an own goal there as well. Gaspard probably doesn't want to see another one of those. Davila, Ortega, a scrum. Oh, and then at the very end, Davila may have caught the turf monster. Summit goes with Summer. Say that 5 times fast to try and clear. Foul going to be whistled on PAO. Believe they got Peterson. And in fact, the foul was on Julie Peterson. Summer lays this into Zimmerman. And not going to end with a shot attempt. Roethlisberger picks it up. Roethlisberger tossed it short. Davila, couple of juggles. Somehow stayed in play. And now back to Gasper. Karagiannis. Davila slices across. Wanted Kosachevsky for a one-timer. See if Davila can settle it. No luck. Davila continues to be the #1 attacking option. Kosachevsky gone a little bit quieter on that end. Has been fantastic defensively from the midfield. Alexa Karagiannis, good touch to Alonso. If Summit can take this away, ooh, they might have had some numbers coming. Nonetheless, could still turn into a dangerous possession. Davila, as she takes back possession, waits with the left, blocked. Summer. Eliana Summer, as clean a tackle as you'll see. In this city, that would not have looked out of place if it were, say, Brian Urlacher. You see all the signs, Brian Urlacher's face on the freeways all around here in Chicago. Rightfully so. Kosachevsky, wide. Gasper's got to get up. And the mild arrhythmia subsides for Gasper. Over halfway through the period. Everybody juggles off the head. See who will finally control it. It's going to be Alonso. Alonso got a long way to run. Alonso will get there. Coach Chronopoulos says hold the ball. Right off ahead. And that one was headed right at me. That was nearly my chance. Oh, nonetheless. Quick media timeout is going to come at the 6:52 mark here of the period. And Summit has enjoyed their 7-3 lead. The scoring so far, Leila Motahedi had a hat trick in under 20 minutes, putting up a number. Summit for this period outscored PAO 4-1, and it was 3-2 in the first quarter. 11 total shots to 8. That's how the stat sheet reads right now. PAO with just 2 shots in this period so far, so a little bit behind on their pace from the first quarter. The one blue card, again, was assessed for too many players, and it was served by Kristina Kosachevsky for Dionysius Chronopolis' squad. That's another one. Say it 5 times fast. I'd like to take a moment to tell you that Admiral is the official uniform provider for the MLIS. Get your MLIS-themed gear at MLISpro.com. As the horn will alert you, we're about ready to play. Veronica Davila has 2 out of the 3 PAO scores, and the other was Alejandra Alonso. PAO is still looking for the other options. They're still looking for who do we turn to stop that streak, to stop that run against us, as Summit is opening up their lead a little bit here in the quarter. Long service. Sanchez took a shot. No luck. Swift wall balls it. Swift will keep it down there. Sanchez off the wall again. Gave herself a chance. Tried to self alley-oop. Now the good news for PAO is they should get a good look from Jeter. Devlin Jeter's got herself 3 scores on the season. And in all likelihood, we expect Jeter's going to take this one. She will, and it's blocked by Weissman. With 0 hesitation, that is an unenviable spot to be in. Weissman not phased at all, and she stuffs it from Jeter. Oh, it could have been laid in beautifully for Sanchez. She was just a step slow. Now Sanchez tried to clean it up. Gasper is truly going to experience arrhythmia like she's never had before. Roethlisberger going to watch it bounce. Now pick it up. A serious medical concern, if you will. Under 6 minutes here for the quarter. Bree Sanchez watches this picked up. The scoring drought for PAO is since 3 minutes and 44 seconds in to this quarter. Motahedi with the right, blocked. And a good-looking one it was set up to be. Blocked by Harkness. Long range, save, oh, and a deflection! Where there's a will, there's a way. Alina Garcia from deep. That's going to be Garcia's first one for the day. 8-3. PAO starting to tighten their grip a little bit. At the 5:18 mark. Swift is going to try and drive through everybody. She will! And wills it to be. Swift creates something from nothing. That is one of the most fabulous individual efforts we've seen in this entire WMLIS season. Zoe Swift, the magic woman. It's 8-4. PAO still finds themselves doubled up, but maybe now you found your ringer and your option to stop the runs. Peterson pinned up against the wall. Bree Sanchez. Sanchez has got Davila if she wants it. Davila Back to the middle. Save, Gasper. Gasper never once panicked, seeing what was clearly going to be something of a 2-on-1. Motahedi, very long ball, runs into Jeter. Peterson and Sanchez might have the same thing here on this possession. Davila coming up to help as well. Reesness will tap this into the direction of Sanchez. Now Jeter from outer space. And yet, you've got to defend every blade of grass with Jeter out there. Every blade of turf. You know what I mean? Wide from Sanchez. Again, she wants to follow and get that self alley-oop. Watch Sanchez to try a few more of those. Sanchez bullying her way into this shot. PAO possession shot. And save to Gasper. Myers, great vision, cross the field. Jeter does a good job there of walling off the forward Harkness. See if Sanchez can run this down in the face of Gasper. She won't. Davila should get another good look here. Rejected. Gasper has turned it on. Fantastic quarter for her. Zimmerman. Zimmerman got it back, shot wide. Follow, too high. So Summit could have opened this up a little wider. They will think about that specific play in possession, but they will still likely go into the break with the lead. So it's not something that you want to beat to death. You got 2 minutes, 44 seconds showing until the half. A touch to Jeter, now off the wall.
That's not going to work today. That's not going to work. It didn't work for you earlier. It's not going to work.
Davila and Summer battle. Davila looks like she's going to be whistled.
Yeah, warning. Team warning, delay of game.
Team warning, delay of game issued. I'm in a fabulous position to hear exactly what our officials have to say. And this is also the 6th foul we just heard. So the PK comes.
So as soon as he blows it, yes, you can.
Nova Roethlisberger staring down her toughest test so far.
Green inside.
Kim Ortega, patient as ever. It's been a long stare down here. Finally, she'll get the run up eventually. Here we go. Ortega, yes! Roethlisberger closed it down. Ortega still beat her, and it's primarily low and left of goal so far that Summit's attacked and had their most success. Kim Ortega with just 2 minutes, 18 seconds till the half. 9-4, Summit leads. That WMLIS record team single game scoring, you might have to start considering that a little bit. Currently it sits at 19 by the Chicago Mustangs, but Summit at least on pace for that right now. This should come from the corner. It looks like Kozachevsky's going to take it. Set piece perhaps to Davila. Davila has already netted 2. Oh, now it looks like they're going to flop and have Davila possibly take the free kick. They will. A rollback. Might still be loose. Oh, but tricky, tricky. Now put up and off of the net. Last touch to Carol Reesness.
Number 10?
Davila. Left. Shot wide. Davila again. Plunked. Would the third time perhaps be the charm? Doesn't look like she's going to get the opportunity. Ortega netted the last one. She's now got the running mate, Reyes, and not quite on the same page. Reyes got a little bit crossed up. 1 minute, 29 seconds until halftime. Kosachevsky tossed. It's a patient possession right now for Summit. They're not in a huge hurry. A little bit of a missed touch. Went off of Chup. Now you got just a minute and 1 second as Roethlisberger, the keeper, carries this up. Goes soft serve. A bounce off of Gasper. This is going to make it a lot more difficult. Now you got a whistle, and it's on Kosachevsky in the box. Jockeying for position. And it looks like it was Xiomara Santana who maybe instigated, but the shove, of course, they always get the second player in. Kosachevsky with nobody there and kind of showed a little bit of frustration with Karagianis. Davila with about 35 seconds left. Davila tossed, and that should be a foul on Reyes.
Fourth foul.
We're checking the number of the fouls here. That shows 3 on our in-arena scoreboard. Indeed, it is 3 for this period. Not a dangerous rebound. Summit should have this controlled, but how do they want to play it? Do they want to blitz for one more if they can get it out of their own end? With under 15 seconds, this is off of Ortega. Under 10 seconds now. Chup, Reyes, now back to Chup. And it looks like they'll take the air out of it. Chup might have one chance to launch. Probably wouldn't have been good even if it went. But a half that is largely controlled by the road team. Summit City going to go into the break with a 9-4 lead over PAO Chicago. PAO coming in winless. Had a really good first quarter in a lot of ways. It was a 3-2 quarter. And now this second one, 6-2. Fort Wayne putting up a number in that quarter. Layla Motahedi had a first half hat trick and was just absolutely everywhere. He also had 2 goals for Lisa Weissman, one for Emily Myers, Natalie Zimmerman, Alina Garcia, all for Fort Wayne. And for PAO, they've got 2 for Veronica Davila, Alejandra Alonso, and Zoe Swift, 1 apiece. That'll do it for our first half here from Grand Sports Arena in Hammond Estates, Illinois. I'm Tanner White, again often known as the voice of Zoo City FC, but today with Summit City United and PAO Chicago, we bring you coverage with Go Live Sportscast. And we thank you all so much for joining us here for the first half. Take a quick break and be back with you for the start of the second in a few. Coming back out of the break with Go Live Sportscast, I'm Tanner White in Grand Sports Arena here in Hammond Estates, Illinois. Summit City United came on the road and came ready to play a fantastic second quarter too, as they put up a 6-2 margin in that quarter. 3-2 for the first quarter. It was really encouraging for this PAO Chicago team at home. And then it got away. That second quarter, Summit really did a number on them. Just got a chance to talk with Layla Mojtahidi and clear up perhaps the most difficult name in the WMLIS. We went back and forth on it, and I said, Layla, please help me out. And Layla Mojtahidi has, in fact, registered a first-half hat trick in just under 20 minutes of play. She opened up the scoring as well, like you might imagine. Why not? At the 4:08 mark of the first quarter, Veronica Davila would then bring PAO to their 1 tie that they've had so far at 1-1. Alyssa Weissman, Mojtahidi again, Veronica Davila. That would make it 3-2 on Davila's second score. Weissman, Zimmerman. They would score back-to-back. And then you had a run of 4 out of the next 5 goals would all go to Summit. Emily Myers, Moch Tahiti, Kim Ortega in a shootout, and Alina Garcia from 18, Xiomara Santana. One final goal for the quarter was Zoe Swift at the 9:54 mark to bring it to 9-4. Still, PAO is going to have a whole lot of work cut out for him in the second half. But it does start right now at kickoff time. Dionysius Chronopolis' squad finds themselves at 0-3, plus trailing by the 5 goals here. But they are capable of scoring in bunches. They have shown that before. They had a couple of 3-goal quarters throughout the season, and they've had players individually with hat tricks, including Christina Kochesevsky. Moch Tahiti is just about ready to kick this thing off, and she looks to keep the pedal to the metal. You've got to consider just a little bit. Stephanie Nunez has the current WMLIS record for goals in a game at 5. Moch Tahiti, with given enough opportunities, could she get some of herself? Oh, a shot blocked. Save from Gasper, the second deflection, and that is scored. One save, and then Kim Ortega, she's going to get on the board to open up the scoring here for the third period. That takes just 16 seconds. Summit City wasting no time. I think we've had that goal credited on the scoreboard now. Reyes to Moch Tahiti. Missed just a little bit wide. Reyes, Moch Tahiti. Reyes, maybe a failed cross. Here's Eliana Summer to carry it up. Summer and Moch Tahiti, a sandwich right there. Looked like he was on Veronica Davila, rather. Swift got a little bit crossed up. Correction on the last PAO goal, by the way. It was Kochesevsky. Here's a shot off the chest of Summer. Summer, the unofficial leader in block shots in the WMLIS. Jeter up and over everything. A little sheepish. No worries. Caitlin Gasper still in goal. Her and Nova Roethlisberger, your 2 keepers. And both the only keepers listed on the rosters. You're not required currently to have 2 keepers active. Kochesevsky served the 1 blue card, had her 2 penalty minutes, and had just kind of a quieter second quarter. Good to see her get on the board just about 16 seconds in to this second half. Here's a cleanest of takeaways from Weissman off the foot of Swift. That's actually Zimmerman, rather. Moch Tahiti has the eyes forward. Now she'll go over to her left to Summer. She'll get it right back. Layla with the hesitation. Gets it back. Shot high. Roethlisberger staring this down. And you got the full line changes. I believe PAO went 5 for 5. Roethlisberger to roll it back in. And we are rolling. 12 minutes, 20 seconds here, third quarter. PAO got one back to start this quarter off, 9-5. Christina Kochesevsky. Santana along the boards. Here is Karajanis. That's a shot off the fists of Gasper. Got to be careful to not have that get cleaned up. Weissman Lined it up, too high. Elevator ball. Roethlisberger would have gotten there had that been on cage, it looked like. Showed off the good hops. The numbers on the keepers to this point. Caitlin Gasper's got 8 saves to her name at a 62% clip. That's 8 of 13 saves so far. There's some contact right along that midfield stripe, and everybody's looking for, where is that whistle at? Indeed, it is called, I believe, on, well, let's see who they sorted out for with PAO. Now they're going to give it to Jordan Webb. Summit free kick incoming. The numbers for Nova Roethlisberger, believe it or not, just 3 saves so far. 11 shots on goal against. But no time to panic. That was shot from forever away. I believe that was shot from the Eastern time zone. Bree Sanchez a touch. Should lead to a shot from Webb. Pulled it. Great follow. Gasper not phased. A shove right along that baseboard. Don't think it's going to come with a card. It was also really close to that restricted area where we could have seen a PK awarded. Alexa Karagianis from the corner. Karagianis sizing this up. Wanted a one-timer. Nobody from Summit fooled. Not a chance. Karagianis had to go pass back to Roethlisberger. She's pressured. It's stolen. Now scored! The individual efforts that Summit's putting out right now, some of them are nigh on unspeakable. Weissman, hat trick. 10-minute, 54-second mark here, third quarter, 10-5 Summit. Here's Bree Sanchez. Roethlisberger continues to be under fire. That's 12 shots on goal against. It's nothing new for her. Roethlisberger has been in this exact situation every match out so far, really. And they're going to get one right back. PAO to slim that margin a little bit. This is Jordan Webb. It's low and left. That was where Roethlisberger herself was also finding herself being beat in that first quarter. More so in the second quarter, though, when Summit put up the 6th spot. Webb at the 10:23 mark. Took only 31 seconds for PAO to get one back. Now a 4-goal game. Coach Azuski. Over to Davila. Soft serve. Almost had the one-timer for Jeter. Jeter, wall ball. Coach Azuski pulled it wide. She's looking to make a heroic run back. She hit the nitrous, did Coach Azuski, defensively coming back. I mentioned it in the first half that the load she was going to be asked to carry defensively from the midfield with the speed of Summit, and typically that starts with Moj Tahiti. Boy, it is an unenviable position. Swift tried to turn and burn, a little wide. Davila might still have a shot at it. Davila took a little shove in the back, and I think that will draw the whistle. Whistle was on Garcia. Coach Azuski tried to clean it up. Oh, and doinked. She'll think about that one for a while, but still a chance to get it back. Coach Azuski might have to pull this thing all the way out near midfield indeed. PAO Chicago, 10-6 they trail. Haven't led in this one so far, have had one tie back when it was 1-1. They've seen certain paths forward, and then those get more and more muddy every time Summit has outstanding plans on attack. Here's a stare down, Harkness and Jeter. Jeter, good looking tackle. Laid in a hair too long from Coach Izuski. 8 minutes, 30 seconds. I also got the chance to talk to Christina Kochizuski at the halftime break and just straighten out, say, please enlighten me and pronounce your name exactly as you would like it. And they perfectly obliged. Oh, everybody's looking for the handball on Myers. Now she shoots high. But we are getting the handball enforced. So the shot would presumably have been waved off. I thought it was clear enough from Myers. Nonetheless, handball, Emily Myers, no further harm. Coach Michael Rayburn and his Summit City squad, they can't quite sniff it yet perhaps, but to start 3-0 in this WMLIS season and have the feeling that you're in for some massive collisions with the Chicago Mustangs, that is exciting. You could not ask for, they're going to have one in this building, of course, and one on the road. That is, the Mustangs will also have to go to Summit City. Man, those are fantastic matches on the schedule. You circle those before this season ever starts. You say, I want to see this. Zimmerman, Mojtahidi, count it! That's going to be 11-6 Summit. Make it a four-piece nugget for Layla. Coach Izuski in that kickoff circle. PAO finds themselves trailing by 5 again here. Bruce Sanchez, a little wide. Davila to fight with Myers. Davila had maybe one chance for the nutmeg that could have been spectacular. Harkness was sized up by Sanchez. A pass back now for Gasper. Caitlin Gasper, Nova Roethlisberger, still your keepers. The only keepers on the roster, so they're going to be with them the whole way. Gasper's got 8 saves right now on 14 shots against. That's a 57% clip. Here's Eliana Summer. Summer wanted Mojtahidi again. And again, that WMLIS single game record for goals sits at 5. It should be strongly pondered right now by Mojtahidi. Zimmerman on a free kick, blocked, ouch. Take My Breath Away, I think, is the song of choice in the arena right now. Myers, that's a great takeaway from Sanchez. She's got the eyes forward. Sanchez might need some help. And just ran out of real estate. Credit the recovery speed, though, rather, of the Summit defenders. Harkness, great handles. Off a wall, Myers. Save! Roethlisberger from the seat of her pants. Sanchez and Harkness. Clean takeaway, it's all ball there. Maybe the second one, not so much. Late dump off. Myers, well, it's a deflection, it counts. They all count the same. So Emily Myers going to pick up her second score, and a timeout's going to be called at 6:28 here of the third quarter. So Summit doubling up PAO again. They've done that at a number of different score intervals, if you will. The last one to be put up there just made it 12-6. Emily Myers, count her for the second of the match. Layla Mojtahidi, she's got 4. Again, thinking of the 5. That's what she's going to need to tie Stephanie Nunez of the Mustangs for the single game record. And 6 to break it with the way Mojtahidi's been leading the attack with really almost every trip down the field, getting some sort of a look or a chance to put one up. Yeah, the odds are not bad on that. Alyssa Weissman got herself a hat trick as well in this quarter. Natalie Zimmerman got a goal and an assist. Xiomara Santana chipped in an assist as well. Alina Garcia and Kim Ortega. That rounds out your scoring for Fort Wayne. PAO sits at a 6-goal output. And offensively, certainly, they would take that for the most part right now in the third quarter. Veronica Davila, she's still got her 2. Those were both in the first quarter, as was the one from Alejandra Alonso. Zoe Swift had the last one of the half. And then Jordan Webb, as well as Christina Kochazewski, have scored in this third quarter. But again, Summit just, it's stunning sometimes the speed of their attack. They've opened up that lead to 12-6, and it's with a 3-2 advantage scoring in this quarter. Summit over PAO. Coming out of the break, waiting for the ready for play whistle. Now we get it. 6 minutes and 30 seconds more. For the third quarter, that is. You shouldn't escape us so easily. Peterson launches one, saved. That's going to skim the roof. Whistled. Looks like Kaylee Runkowski is going to take this from that yellow line. Runkowski to Reyes. She gets it back. It's all the way down into the corner, and our officials are under fire. Similar to the MLB umpires, you are very much in the field of play. Or the NFL officials. Those are, you have to be of a different breed to not be scared of that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk on officiating. Still, we leave each match, and are we satisfied with them, no matter the outcome? When you're a fan, the answer is absolutely not. It's a little shove in the corner. You have a strong double on the ball. Webb is still poking at it, can't get it loose. And eventually, somebody's going to get whistled, and I believe it was Webb. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to play here, third quarter. Summit in control. That scoreboard shows 12-6. Ortega will hit ahead. Roethlisberger stuffed it. Might not have been quite on cage. Reyes, a decent-looking wall ball. She'll still be fighting with Webb. Reyes does come away with it. Santana. Out for Runkowski. Plenty of patience from Summit. Roethlisberger, a good challenge to snuff this out. End that possession, no danger. Gasper coming just a tad out of goal. Hasn't been asked to do that hardly at all. Ortega pressured from behind. Karajanis, that's a great individual takeaway. On-ball defense. You see Ortega now sort of looking at her mouth, wiping off. You know, it's a bit of a slobber knocker. She might have taken one in the face. This is centered. It's a good-looking shot! And it dropped. A million miles an hour. That is blistering. PAO's going to trim it to 12-7. They've still got work to do, but another one picked up from Jordan Webb, rather. Webb gets this takeaway. Now she's tossed, maybe a little bit by Moj Tahiti, but you clearly heard the official closest to me say no foul there. This is up and over everything. PAO's got a couple of touches, playing a two-man game right now. Now a whole lot of help comes up with Webb, among others. Reesness working on Summer. It's a physical play. I think Reesness is the one whistled. Eliana Summer, between her demeanor, her stature, and her style of play, not the one typically to challenge. Summer has proven that, and again, the unofficial leader on all of my scorebooks in blocked shots in the WMLIS. Zimmerman carries it all the way up. Late drop off, Moj Tahiti. Little simultaneous contact. Coach Azuski runs it down. Zimmerman surveying, staring down a bunch of PAO attackers. Davila bluffed a shot from way long range. And now she'll skip one harmlessly on one hop off the glass. 2 minutes to go here for the third quarter. Moj Tahiti hits it up. Gonna be a long run. See if Summit has somebody here to clean it up. Almost would have expected Zimmerman to put it up from that kind of range even. When everything's working, it's just working. Moj Tahiti, save. Oh, we haven't seen a lot of that this season. That's fantastic from Roethlisberger. Summer, little mistouched, maybe a shot blocked. I presumed we were gonna have to start thinking more about those record books with Moj Tahiti having a fantastic look at Roethlisberger. But credit to Nova. Stood up in the face of overwhelming odds. Coach Azuski against Weissman. And great recovery. It was Peterson to take it away. Clock winding, near 45 seconds. Coach Azuski should have the one-on-one. What a challenge! Gasper said no, not a chance. Moj Tahiti with under 30 seconds. Can Summit extend that stranglehold? Emily Myers with Moj Tahiti up ahead. That's off of Swift. Myers was signaling for a handball. I don't think she's going to get that call to go her way. 22 seconds till the quarter. Shot from really long range, off the head of Summer. Coach Azuski, she's hooked a little bit from Myers, and I think that's exactly what's whistled. Now, are we going to have a yellow for the delay? Don't believe we are, but a warning is issued. It's one of those, sort of tossing the ball to an official or someone besides the official touching it when they're trying to spot it in that neighborhood. Just 9 more seconds here for the quarter.
Yeah, this is a warning. No, you got a warning first.
And the bicycle kick from Coach Azuski. Why not? Had to try it, couldn't connect. Swift with a second or two. Maybe not would have been good. Who's to say? But a 12-7 lead for Summit. Just one more frame for the home team PAO to do the improbable and take down an unreal Summit City attack. They have followed perfectly their formula of the first couple of games. It really does come back to Caitlin Gasper in goal too. Numbers aren't going to wow you yet with the 9 saves on the 16 shots against. It's a 56% clip, but the challenge that she made on the last shot that she had just faced, it was artful, truly. Layla Moj Tahiti still leads all scorers with her 4 goals on just 5 shots, and also credited with a shot blocked. And Elise Weissman has herself a hat trick as well. Veronica Davila, Jordan Webb, they've got 2 apiece. Alejandro Alonso, Zoe Swift, Christina Kochizewski, all with scores for PAO. 12-7, that's where your score sits through 3 quarters of play. PAO has been in exactly this situation. They played a fairly tight match with Zoo City that ended up being put up to 4 right towards the end. In less than a minute at the end of that game, you had Susanna Paula Roberts netting 1 for Zoo City to put that final lead up to 4. So in reality, in points, that match was closer even than that. However, PAO still 0-3. Were they to drop this one, fall to 0-4, yeah, their odds become ever longer. Nova Roethlisberger, the keeper, having some discussions right now with our head of officiating. Now, finally, you've got Kochizewski, the captain, wearing the captain's armband, who that's more so what the league desires, that they would be the only ones to interact with the referees. That yellow armband, it carries some weight, to be sure. Summit City came in averaging 8.5 a game. They hadn't had an offensive explosion quite like this yet. They still would need an 8-piece in this 4th quarter for the single team, single game scoring record. There's a very long way to go, but it's hard to discredit the possibility of it. In a little bit under 40 seconds or so, we're going to get this 4th quarter started. PAO is going to be trailing 12-7, and Summit is going to be really tipping their caps to Caitlin Gasper. Again, the numbers don't leap off the page, but the full effort and the difficulty of the saves that she has made has been sky high for the most part.
Yeah, we're good.
Off of the kickoff. We got just 15 minutes more to get this thing sorted out.
We're adults, we can talk about it.
This is launched way down to Emily Myers and going to be the 3-line pass. It's reared its ugly head again.
One time, yeah.
This whistle comes. It's going to give most likely Devlin Jeter the chance. And really, Jeter, in all likelihood, is going to elect to shoot this one. It's a combination of they love her absolutely massive leg. And, well, oh, they've got Davila actually lining up to take this. And she will. Great screen off, Kochizewski. Oh, and it doesn't end with a shot on goal for PAO. Typically, it has been Devlin Jeter throughout the season taking most of those. Kochizewski, we're still playing wall ball. See if Sanchez can turn and burn. Shot blocked. Davila, Jeter, ouch, off of Harkness. Believe they're going to have to flop the possession here because it was originally awarded to Summit, but I thought it was pretty clearly off of Harkness, blocked. Yeah, I think we need this to be flipped.
It's off black, yes. It's
all right, now. We've all settled it. We had the very briefest of officials conferences. No worries. So now you presume it's going to be Jeter again to take this thing and probably put it on net. Davila took the last one. Davila again. Wide. Kochizewski, good little pickpocket. Davila tried a back heel move. Runkowski goes pass back for the keeper, Gasper. Nova Roethlisberger. Under fire, got just 4 saves to her credit, but an unenviable task that you just knew was going to be set out in front of her. Before they ever really showed up to this building, they knew exactly the kind of Summit team and the kind of Summit attack that they were going to see. Runkowski off the head of Karajanis. Jeter into the corner. This could spell danger. Shot. Oh, as close as you can come. That would have needed, but inches, millimeters of drift to the right. Nonetheless, Goes down as just a doink. Harkness carries this. She'll now be picked up by Karagiannis. Went for the nutmeg and play on with the contact. Coach Azuski giving some pressure to Gasper. This will help from Davila for PAO to try and keep it down there, especially if they can, just keep it off of that wall, off of the netting, rather. And a yellow. I will speculate perhaps it was for what Davila said as soon as that touched the net. So Veronica Davila, that's 5 minutes for her. The yellow card is out here at the 12:52 mark. You've actually got Swift and Davila in the box right now. See if we can sort out what that's all about. Well, now you gotta figure it out. Sans a couple. So presumably you've got Summit on the power play. You've also got foul, I believe, on Myers, and she's gonna sub out. Myers off the field, Reyes on. Now Reyes will come and take the free kick as well. Subs all around. PAO just made one of their own to match with Alejandra Alonso. Chaotic. That's the word right now. Summer with Karagiannis. Little bit of a shove, wasn't much, but the foul should go on Karagiannis. Reyes marking off her distance from Alonso. And we just heard PAO has got 5 fouls in the quarter as well, so that 6th one would award the shootout. Mojtahidi. Over to Reyes. She gets it back. Zimmerman, see if Reyes could clean it up. She tried to stuff it. PAO not out of the woods yet. Summer maintains the attack. Mojtahidi out for Summer. Softly off the wall. Reyes pulled it. Reyes, even against a double, is somehow going to win a possession nearly. Mojtahidi gets it back. That was 3-on-3 crime with Sanchez and Mojtahidi. Gasper's pass intercepted. PAO had some numbers for a moment. Summer, what a tackle to slow it down. Peterson a chip, and now nothing more. Reyes whiffed a little bit. Alonso to Karagiannis, that's wide. Alonso, and now back behind at half. PAO is spending a little bit more time, however, in this 4th quarter attacking. They just haven't cracked that scoreboard yet, and you find yourself trailing by 5. That's got to happen pretty quickly. The shot up and over everything. Webb's going to have to go pass back for Roethlisberger. Summit still enjoying that 5-goal lead. They've got 10 more minutes to hold on to it and advance to 3-0. That would put them temporarily at the top of the WMLIS standings. Gasper bowls this out. Kim Ortega. And this possession, too, is a perfect example. PAO really is spending a whole lot more time attacking than they are defending here in this 4th quarter. Yet, still, nobody's scored in the frame. Alexa Karagiannis. in the corner, stacked up on Ortega. Now, is this foul on the ball down there where that action was? Looks like it, yeah, it's going to be foul on Karagianis. Now, we're in another officials conference here. Are we going to release one penalty with a blue card? Plus, this should be the 6th foul. That one I'm fairly certain of.
She came out at 12:50, so she's got.
So Swift is released from the box. Had to have been a concurrent yellow and a blue card at once. The yellow, the only one necessarily announced. 9 minutes, 21 seconds showing here in the 4th quarter on this stoppage. It will be Moj Tahiti, by the way, looking to tie the WMLIS single game record. Make it a 5-piece! Layla Moj Tahiti into the history books. 13-7 PAO. Now, how does she go about getting one more? Ooh, does Coach Rayburn want to run her out there and accumulate some minutes in a 4th quarter, which maybe the game ends up decided, but you still want to chase that record a little bit? Or do you sit her? It's going to be a really tough call. You've got lines for a reason, right? But, man, it would be really hard to pass up that kind of opportunity as well. Shot way high over everything. Caitlin Gasper hasn't been tested as much in this second half for sure. And PAO had just chipped away. You had 2 goals for them in the first as you got a big body shot put on, and I think that should draw the blue. Indeed it does. Blue card, Julia Peterson. It's called charging. So, PAO finds themselves with 2 players in the penalty box again. That yellow hasn't quite been released yet. Should have a tad over a minute on that, plus power play here for Summit. Waiting on the ready for play whistle. Now we get it. 13-7. Layla Moj Tahiti scored that last one to give her 5 on the day to tie the league record. This is the deflection with a big pile up, and in the middle of it, there's a handball. Likely, then, well, if we were entirely certain who that handball was on, we would tell you. My best guess, I'm going with Chupp. 8 minutes, 30 seconds showing. Roethlisberger taking a brief pause out here to talk with our official. And now she's ready to go. Launches a good-looking pass. This could be a great chance for Swift to create. Swift, shot! Gasper, a follow, and Gasper from the seat of her pants again, saving the day. Zoe Swift nearly intercepted that pass as well to make it even more interesting. Swift clearly appears to be emerging as the number 2 attacking option for PAO in this match. And presumably going forward for the rest of the season as well, one would think. Of course, Christina Kochizewski, your captain, your leader, and the eldest stateswoman, still probably going to be the focus all the way. This is shot way high. And the timeout comes, 7:37 of the 4th quarter for media. 13-7, Layla Moj Tahiti, as she netted her last score, gave her 5 of them. And that ties Stephanie Nunez of the Chicago Mustangs for the MIAA, or the WMLIS rather, single game record. Moch Zahidi with 5. She's the leader in the clubhouse, and yet you have tons and tons of other great individual contributors on the Fort Wayne side. Natalie Zimmerman has a goal plus 2 assists of her own. Alyssa Weissman also quietly somewhat with a hat trick. Emily Myers 2, Lena Garcia 1, Kim Ortega 1. Everybody's got their fingerprints on this one. Caitlin Gasper right now credited with 9 saves on a 56.3% save percentage. Nova Roethlisberger, 15 shots on goal against right now. Not seeing the goals against quite line up with what we should be exactly, but currently she's credited with 4 saves. Veronica Davila and Jordan Webb are the leading scorers for PAO in the match. You've got 2 apiece for each of them. PAO, coming into this one, had only had 5 assists on their 24 goals for the season. That was 20.8%. A almost shockingly low percentage there, and that's something that Summit had been much, much better at. They had assists on nearly 60% of their goals coming in. Goal differential, also something to think about too. It would become a tiebreaker. This is shot a little wide, and then Weissman wanted to clean it up. The eyes got a little bit wide. Coach Azuski forced some pressure, made it back to the keeper, Gasper. Santana, some slick handles. Santana loses it. Sanchez would have to run forever for this thing. She nearly got there, too. Reese Sanchez hit the gas. Oh, now a 2-car pileup. A body down. Coach Azuski, shot, save, Gasper. Now, power play killed off. And they are finally back at full strength as PAO. They survived it quite well, all things considered. This is blocked. Oh, but at what cost? Ronkowski bore that thing in the neck, shoulder, face. Ooh, Jeter might be whistled for that tackle attempt as well. She does go and help up, the victim, as it were, in Chup. Six minutes and 17 seconds left to sort this thing out. 13-7. In all likelihood, that single game team scoring record probably out of reach now. It's 19 set by the Chicago Mustangs against PAO. Now you've got a couple thinking handball on Myers. No luck getting anybody to see it so far. Coach Azuski, a clean takeaway. Oh, she went and did a break dance on the ball. Maybe as part of a turf monster. And that possession just not going to end with a shot, doesn't look like. Ronkowski, though, will be doubled. Good pressure from Sanchez and Coach Azuski. Karagiannis backing her way in. Sanchez! Bang! Bree Sanchez will trim it a little bit at the 5:25 mark. PAO's got a long ways to go, but so you're saying there's a chance. Bree Sanchez, if nothing else, takes out some of the frustrations. It's easy for those to pile up. As Sanchez nets one, you got 5 minutes, 25 seconds more to get, well, a bunch of scores and not a whole lot of time, but hey, it starts right now. PAO with a great interception, and Peterson shot blocked. Coach Azuski, start another chance. Gasper saw it coming. However, Summit not going to want to turn anything over in their own end. And that's just going to make their job a whole lot harder. Ronkowski slices one in the area of Myers. She'll have a chance to run this down. Karagiannis helps out. Roethlisberger will flop on it. Coach Azuski lost it. See if Bree Sanchez is thinking, let me get another one. Sanchez took a quick peek behind her. And worm burner. No danger to Gasper. Kiro Reesness up to keep it down in the attacking end. And Peterson shot, scored. Julia Peterson at 4:18. Don't look now. 4-goal contest. We've had a very clearly called timeout here, and I think we're now finally going to get it enforced. It took a moment. However, yes, Coach Rayburn on the Summit City side says, okay, I've seen enough of this, and let's slow down the momentum a little bit. A 13-9 contest. That has some implications. It, again, in addition to goal differential, which you don't want to start playing too much of that game yet, it also means you've got to really not let this game slip away from you. You would expect when they're looking for their closer, one to put the dagger in it, that Layla Mojtahidi would be a really good choice for Summit. Weissman, again, has a hat trick of her own, but it's such a balanced attack for Summit. It is really hard to fret when anybody is taking it. The numbers on Gasper right now in goal, 9 saves on 18 shots against, down to a 50% clip. But again, the difficulty of the ones made, that doesn't really do it justice. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. That's what we'll have when we come out of this break. The timeout called by Summit. PAO, as they've scored the last 2, they're still going to trail by 4. It's a long way to go, but it is not insurmountable. That much is certain. This could be the first quarter so far that PAO has outscored Summit. That's something to watch as well. Mojtahidi ready to kick this thing off. Now here comes Summit. The blacks, the greens, 2 fantastic uniform combos that we haven't gotten to focus on enough. Sanchez back to a defender, now to Roethlisberger, the keeper. Webb off of Swift. Davila, a takeaway. Launches, wide. And now may have to go pass back again for the keeper. The issue with that from Reesness is it does eat into your time. You've now got 3.5 minutes. Swift in the area of Sanchez. They got the keeper out of position. Wide. And it's the best Gasper could do, too. The initial shot attempt had to be stuffed. Swift went with the back heel. Cheeky, cheeky. Couldn't connect. Davila slipped. Turf Monster claims another victim. Sanchez and Summer. Here's Summer, comes up with it for Summit City. Reyes, clean takeaway. And another maybe. Is it the turf conditions here, you wonder? Oh, a ball nearly came to me, and I stay ready. Eliana Summer puts it back in play. Reyes for Mojtahidi. Maybe they're thinking what we are, knowing there's some history on the line. But I think Summit would certainly settle for keeping this game right where it is and solidifying a win. Mojtahidi, some slick handles to come out of this herself. Dumps it off to Reyes. Back out, Mojtahidi. All the patience in the world. Tough to do. Now it looks like Sanchez may come out of the pack with it. Sanchez scored the last one for PAO. It's now down to 2 minutes, so it's very much desperation time. But it has been, it was an encouraging first quarter too. It's really been an encouraging fourth quarter for PAO. Oh, Mojtahidi, if she could have had the one-timer, that could have been it. And that was just cleared off the goal line too. You wonder if Summit senses what we do. Zimmerman Still looking to throw it to Mojtahidi. Carol Reesness, tough on-ball defense. Swift might blow by Ortega. She does. She's got Davila up ahead of her. Swift missed. And the rebound. No dice, Davila. Davila might get another one. Oh, what a takeaway from Summer. Eliana Summer, a bulldog of a defender. Zimmerman carried it all the way up. Mojtahidi! And the rebound for the single game WMLIS record. 6-piece Nuggets. It almost seems right that Roethlisberger should make the first stop as she's been under siege, and then it would just pop back to Mojtahidi to clean it up. Well, you've got to witness some history today. That is a big takeaway from this match. Layla Mojtahidi, 56.2, that's all that remains in this one. So that's your dagger as well. PAO not going to go out quietly. They nearly got themselves another one right back in just moments off of the kickoff. Summer back to Mojtahidi. Summit's thinking again, goal differential. We might have to get one here. 30 seconds. 3-line pass pops up just one more time. With only 25 seconds, we nearly avoided one more incident.
I was expecting you to.
Summit awaiting somebody to take it. It's going to be Summer. Sliced in the area of Reyes, and a handball goes on her. Reyes, of course, going to try and sell it. Argue her case. Nonetheless, 20.7 seconds. Now make it 10. We would count it down dramatically, but we'll spare you. Gasper, out of box. Swift maybe had one last chance. Tick, tick, boom. And Summit City United is going to improve to 3-0 on the season. Currently tied for, or in fact, currently in the lead here in the WMLIS standings over the Chicago Mustangs. A 14-9 win. PAO is oh so close in so many ways. Nova Roethlisberger completely under fire and just could use maybe a little bit of defensive help. Roethlisberger is going to finish, I believe, with 19 shots on goal against. She'll have the 5 saves registered. And Caitlin Gasper in goal. Hats off to her. Another good performance for Gasper, who maybe wasn't expecting to be the starting keeper necessarily the whole way, all 60 minutes of every match. But, well, that's the role she finds herself in right now, taking over for Carmen Swigard. Gasper goes 9 saves on 18 shots on goal against, with the 9 goals allowed. And Layla Mojtahidi, one of the big takeaways, the single game WMLIS record 6 scores. We'll flash through the quick stats, tell you how we got here, and get you out of here. Natalie Zimmerman, a goal plus 2 assists. Alyssa Weissman with a hat trick. Emily Myers scored 2. Chiamara Santana, an assist. Alina Garcia and Kim Ortega, 1 apiece for Summit City. On the PAO side, they got 1 from Julia Peterson. She also added an assist. Veronica Davila, 2. Jordan Webb, 2. Chloe Karajanis, Alejandra Alonso, Zoe Swift, and Christina Kochizewski round out the scoring. That makes 14-9. PAO is next going to be in action at Zoo City at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, March 1st. And Summit City, the next time you see them, they'll be playing versus the Mustangs at home. That's a 3 p.m. Eastern kickoff on March 8th at Classic Sitters City Center. Oh, tough. In Fort Wayne. So, for all of the history, Layla Mojtahidi, in all likelihood, going to be their honorary woman of the match here. And that's just about all we have for the day from Grand Sports Arena. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tanner White, typically the voice of Zoo City, but was able to cover a fantastic one here between Summit City United and PAO Chicago. For all of our good friends here with Go Live Sportscast, we say thank you so much for tuning in, and a fantastic match, 14-9 final score, Summit City over PAO Chicago.